The EQ team, comprised of Terrence Chandler Harrison, Renee Bostic, Marie Barrios, and Cynthia Baker, welcomes you. It is impossible for any real change to occur without taking that information to the next level, diagnosing the human causes and identifying appropriate solutions. Clark and Estes, 2008. Our presentation will focus on the Clark and Estes KMO model in a digital marketing startup. We will identify marketing startups' knowledge, motivation, and organizational performance gaps, describe 3 initiatives which the EQ team recommends for implementation, and our SWOT analysis. The Clark and Estes KMO model concludes that organizations use performance or work goals in order to meet objectives. Performance goals, or C3 goals, must be concrete, challenging, and current. There are 3 factors that cause performance gaps: lack of knowledge and/or skills, lack of motivation, and organizational cultural barriers. When assessing knowledge gaps, it is important to determine whether people know how, when, what, why, where, and who to achieve their performance goals. The lack of knowledge may be the primary reason people are not achieving. Poor communication and withholding important information are very common sources of knowledge problems at work. Motivation is the thing that gets us going, keeps us going, and helps us get the job done. 3 key components of motivation. When people choose or fail to choose to actively pursue a work goal, do people persist at a specific goal despite its challenges? When people have chosen to pursue and persist, how much mental effort are they willing to invest? According to Clark and Estes, performance gaps are caused by the lack of effective and efficient organizational work processes and material resources. Work processes interact and require specialized knowledge, skills, and motivation to operate successfully. Material resources are the tangible supplies and equipment to achieve those goals. Now let's talk about digital marketing startup. Has a mobile apps focus. The company operates in cities in Latin America and Barcelona, Spain. It is a family business with 2 partners who are cousins. 41 of the company's 43 employees are millennials, and no HR department. Continuing with the organizational profile, the company started in 2020 with a $3 million revenue. In 2021, the company earned $16 million with 43% revenue. The expected revenue in 2022 is $30 million with 50% revenue. The identified knowledge performance gaps. The top management team decides salaries, benefits, promotions, and salary increments. The top management team does not use metrics or indicators related to productivity to inform their decisions. Employees do not know or understand the criteria for performance or promotion. Motivational gaps were far-reaching at marketing startup. 2 members of the top management team had a romantic relationship that did not end well and affected the employees at all levels and the work environment. Employees took sides, they had high levels of anxiety, and burnout resulted. And leaders did not manage the situation well. 3 main issues resulted, including the partners' underconfidence in handling the situation, 2, the absence of talent management policies, and 3, no internal department that oversees employee well-being. As a backstory, one of the 2 top managers involved in the affair was responsible for 40% of the company's total sales. Organizational gaps were also significant. Talent in the digital marketing industry in Latin America is very scarce, which implies talent theft amongst competitors. Although the intent was to emulate a fun and flexible working culture, the top management team was unaware of how to apply and adapt working conditions in response to their employees. The knowledge gap. The top management team makes HR decisions without metrics. Our recommendation to close the knowledge gap is training. Implementing an accountability system and training managers to learn how to manage it. According to Clark and Estes, training is the best solution when there is no experience. The motivation gap was the partners' underconfidence in handling the misconduct of 2 top managers and its effects on the team. Our recommendation is coaching one-to-one, improving the self-efficacy of top managers. The root motive influencing all human behavior is a desire to be effective. Clark and Estes. The organizational gap was that top managers are unaware of how to build a work culture that meets the employees' standards. Our recommendation is to design and implement a program to develop a corporate culture that facilitates employee engagement, well-being, and development based on the company's values and goals. Digital Marketing Startup has some strengths that will help support the change initiatives. These include being a family-run and operated business, successful growth from $3 million in 2020 to $16 million in its second year. They employ a young, educated workforce and set standards for a corporate working climate that is fun, flexible, with opportunities for professional growth. Weaknesses in SWOT refer to internal initiatives which are underperforming. These include lack of metrics and or absence of work processes, so employees do not have adequate information for the criteria for promotion or performance. The top management team does not have the knowledge about accountability systems and their importance in achieving their business goals. There are opportunities to build on current strengths at Marketing Startup. For example, building on the younger Gen Z and millennial culture and adding employees that may have more intergenerational knowledge and learning exposure. Adding non-family members to key C-suite roles, and adding a chief people officer to formalize and implement policies and practices that can improve well-being. First, the primary current threat to this organization's change initiatives are the effects of the top manager's failed personal relationship on the employees in their division. And second, a limited talent pool in Latin America could stunt growth for this company. Language barriers and competitors supported by venture capital are also causing challenges. We will leave you with the Clark and Estes quote. It is impossible for any real change to occur without taking that information to the next level, diagnosing the human causes, and identifying appropriate solutions. The EQ team, Terrence, Renee, Maria, and Cynthia, thank you fellow Trojans for joining us.